Keep going after Mueller spoke, people are going to think you're just out to get him, that there is no right answer other than Donald Trump must be removed from office, and you'll probably suffer the same fate we did as having gone too far.
Republican Senator Lindsey Graham, the current chairman of the Senate Judiciary Committee, earlier today warning Democrats focusing on new investigations. Some on the left, though, are indeed pushing on with possible new investigations of the president. And it's an interesting time to bring in the former Republican congressman from the state of Georgia, Barr, because like Lindsey Graham, he was involved in the 1990s in the Clinton impeachment process. In fact, served as one of the House managers during the Clinton impeachment trial. So I thought it was interesting to hear Lindsey Graham. He was asked by a reporter, he says, hey, do you have any advice for the Democrats now after the Mueller investigation, you know, reflecting back on the 90s? Do you agree with what he said?
I agree with his conclusion, and that is that if the Democrats persist in moving forward with investigation after investigation after investigation, including the same matters that the Mueller report seemingly put to bed, I think it will start to significantly hurt the Democrats in the 2020 election. I think that we're going to see the American public just have a great deal of fatigue when it comes to these investigations, which have dragged on for going on 3 years now.
Right, and that was the lesson, wouldn't you agree, of the 90s, that it was a similar circumstance, that it almost sometimes doesn't even matter whether you're right or wrong in pursuing these investigations, but if the American people look at it, to your point, and they say, you know what, this isn't the most important thing in the country right now, you're going to pay the price for it.
I would disagree to some extent, because we're mixing apples and oranges. With regard to the 1998 impeachment of Bill Clinton, it was very focused, and it happened actually very quickly. It didn't drag on for month after month after month. Once Kenneth Starr sent his report to the Hill, we held hearings, concluded the evidence, the House voted in December, and it went to a trial. What's happening now is very different. There's no end in sight. There's no definition to anything. It's just these vague, open-ended investigations.
Well, I guess my point is that after rolling into power and having so much success in 1994, in 1998, the Republicans didn't have that kind of success, and the popularity of anything of President Clinton went up, right? And the Democrats went up. So that probably at the time had to be a surprise to some Republicans, and the Democrats could be in a similar spot here. Isn't that a fair point? Or?
Well, I think the Democrats very much are in a very tenuous position here. Unless they come up with an agenda that is something other than getting Trump, however they can do that, I think it will hurt them, because I think the American people at the end of the day, after seeing this investigation unfold with 2,800 subpoenas, right, 500 search warrants. I mean, it's just ridiculous, and it does not seem to satisfy the Democrats at all. I think they're going to be in trouble if that's their agenda going forward.
All right, Bob Barr, former congressman from Georgia. Thank you, sir, for coming on. We appreciate it. Good to talk to you today.
Sure.